It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined. Jay Williams should be a terrific get from Spencer. Charlotte Hornets taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Nets. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are paramount. It's the only side of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
No good. Durant to Griffin. Durant to Harden. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Irving to Harden. To Irving. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Irving the basketball. Free and hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. But a shot missed.
Wondering where the foul was every time.
Hornets rock. Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody's defense.
To Durant. Griffin to Durant. Griffin.
Around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Second effort. Way to stay with it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Irving brings the ball up court. Irving to Durant. for 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Irving to Griffin. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. Set.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Here's Irving into the front court. 10-6 our score. Durant. Smothering D. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
The contest was good, but you being was great. Contempt goes away.
Blake Griffin tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Olynyk, tough matchup against Durant. That's no good to Harden. Fine for the basket.
Sign team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's to play that much harder on offense.
Look out. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because...
To Batum. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Waited to
take a tough shot. This time they got to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Harden. 4-3. Evan Durant sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Durant.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance.
Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Blake Griffin with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, defender pulling the chair. The monster stuff. They've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
KD with the rock. To Irving. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. It's a... And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Kevin Durant has it. To Jordan. No, I missed a short one there. Creating space with the step back.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws the defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
To Griffin.
Boy, hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. Nets have it. Griffin. That's you.
The reason why it was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see all come out.
Can't connect. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Charlotte basketball. Preparing to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. A little mark on you to remind
the line. Good.
Number 22, Topo Ceballos. Entering the game for the Brooklyn Nets. Number 45.
Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Into the front court. Up 6. From long range. Not that time. He missed it. It's Brooklyn's ball. To Dinwiddie. Sizing her.
Game exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Miles Bridges. Has a chance. It open. It's not going to be pretty.
I did, but the defender didn't.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the 3.
And stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Durant. To Dinwiddie. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges slams it down. Durant across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Griffin. Dinwiddie going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. The finish. Jade
West instead of north and south. But this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official.
Varies from great player.
The first quarter's complete. The Nets have the lead. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some time game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces the other way.
Sure did. Trying to cash point play. For his career, 79% at the line. The free throw, good. Caps off the 3-point play. Is 4. DeAndre Jordan, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Durant lets it fly. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And finishes strong.
So many people think making assists is creating something efficient.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Free throw shooting. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Jordan. And look out.
Well, when you play for each other, just for yourself. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
DeAndre Jordan sends it out of bounds. Miles Bridges to Nick Batum. Whitting matched up with Bender. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. When are we going to see?
Against Harden. To Miles Bridges. Brooklyn secures the rebound. To DeAndre Jordan. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver. Got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Durant to Harden.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Nets have to take.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target together as teammates.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Harden. Durant. Beyond the arc for 3. Cleans the offensive glass. Yes, and the foul. And a chance.
It's in your at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shoot. Brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Charlotte with the basketball. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Oh, emphatic slam. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
To Hollis Jefferson. Durant. To Irving. Harden. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The assist from number 34.
Harden in possession. The advantage is 13 points. To Irving. Harden. To Irving. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Brooklyn's got it. Harden to Durant. For three.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second.
For Charlotte, number 9, Kelly Olynyk. And number 4.
And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Into the front court, it's Irving. It's an 11-point game. To Durant. 4-3. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Harden into the front court. Up a dozen. Lets it fly from long range, and he stays curled from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Off the mark.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
James Harden, now 4 for 9.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it.
Number 23, Blake Griffin. Subbing in for
Able to convert on both free throws. Here's Harden with the rock. To Griffin. Not that time. To Griffin. Irving. To Durant. Irving. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Kyrie Irving with a chance at a 4-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Hornets at the controls of this one. To Miles Bridges. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Harden. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay. Kyrie Irving. Couple of free throws on the way. He's shooting 85% in this game. Knocks down the first. Two for two on that trip. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. From long range. Contested shot. Miles Bridges off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Irving.
To number 9, a.k.a.
Kyrie Irving is going to get a chance at 3 here. Tonight, he's shooting 88% from the line. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw.
For the Charlotte Hornets, number 8, Frank Kaminsky.
And he hits all 3 free throws. Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Almost unlucky bounce. Harden in possession. His guys holding the big lead. A pass stolen by the Hornets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Nice pass to set things up. Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. To Miles Bridges. Shot from in close, no good. Harden to Irving. Durant. Not going down here. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Durant to Harden. Finishing inside the paint on that one. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Hollis Jefferson. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep left corner. Irving. Man, that was a tough shot. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Substitution being made in this one. Blake Griffin pins it. And that one out of bounds off a net. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Brooklyn with the basketball. Harden. Not done yet. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's now 4 for 6. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Griffin. Harden. To Griffin. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Irving, he engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Hornets have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Charlotte Hornets,
Game track. Defense.
the Brooklyn Nets are exhibiting some great defense. They're refusing to let shooters get comfortable and showing great anticipation in the passing lanes.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Hornets right now in possession.
I got him.
To Batum. Curling inside. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Griffin. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. Knocked loose. Nets have it.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
And scores, plus the foul. You have to respect every part of his game. Blake Griffin going to the line for a chance at three.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Blake Griffin trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Nick Batum. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Griffin to Irving. Griffin. Not that time. He misses. Charlotte basketball. The drive, right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
What a move. If you're on defense, you can't be caught flat-footed there.
Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Griffin goes to the left side. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Batum. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Nick Batum trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To Griffin. fires the three, and Blake Griffin buries the three with a hand in his face.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Driving right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down. To Irving. Kyrie Irving, 4 out of 7.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Blake Griffin rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nothing going here on that drive. And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
The assist from number 34.
Harden with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
The assist from number 42.
Nets have the basketball. Irving to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. He's going to keep shooting them, but he misses yet again. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Irving. Kyrie Irving. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. That's a 5-second violation. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Nice pass to get things going.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Missed it at the line. Hornets have the basketball.
Match up, baby.
Knocked loose. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. And stuffs it home. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Beyond the arc for three. Can't connect. To Nick Batum. Nicola Batum. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 7, Kevin Durant.
Harden. And he's yet to hit one from deep. It's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To Irving. Fires the three. That's how you defend.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Cody Zeller able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Harden. For three, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Blake Griffin swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Harden. Durant. Harden. And his woes from deep continue. It's no good again.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
New blood coming in for both sides. Kelly Olynyk trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw try, off the mark. The follow won't go either. Harden with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Tough shot for Dinwiddie, no good. To Batum. Nicola Batum, 4 out of 10.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Able to convert inside.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Nick Batum. Jared Allen with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Layup goes down. Well done.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Nets have it. To Griffin. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
The drive right to the basket. add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
The assist from number 42.
Harden
Defense, let's go.
to Durant. Griffin to Dinwiddie. Baseline drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Spencer Dinwiddie at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Off the mark on his free throw. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Number 42.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. It's Brooklyn's ball. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
Match up. Screen right.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
Come on, get back.
To Dinwiddie. Griffin. It's good.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Baseline drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Cashes in for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Griffin. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Brooklyn's got it. To Dinwiddie. Griffin to Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. And the basket good at the rim. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Easy path to the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Count the bucket for 2. Now a timeout from the Hornets coach as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. And he's going to the free throw line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Oops, he missed the first one. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Brooklyn with the basketball. To Griffin. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Blake Griffin trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Whoops. That won't go.
Come on, please. Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Shot from the lane won't go. Missed a wide open look. Works it up top. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. To Griffin. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Three quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. And the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Hornets with the first possession here in the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
To Irving. Fires the three. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First one, count it. Second and three, got it. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. To Miles Bridges. Can't miss those.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. You got to make those.
Runner here won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Finish that. Has a look. Pulled down by Batum. Oh, whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Stepping in for the Brooklyn Nets, number 6, Jordan.
Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here's Irving into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Runner's good there.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Batum. Rocking the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Jordan. To Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Kyrie with the rock. To Hollis Jefferson. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Rondae Hollis Jefferson. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 13, James Harden. Entering the game for number 34.
No good and no foul. To Hollis Jefferson. Working hard on the glass. Jordan to Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Hornets, number 8,
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
From the painted area, won't go down. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
number 35, Dragan Bender.
Kevin Durant tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a three-point play. At the stripe, he's shooting 93%. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Charlotte with the basketball. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Dinwiddie gets two.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, this kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. To Griffin. The pass set it all up.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Durant to Irving. Beyond the arc for three. Kyrie Irving. He's going to get 3 shots here. At the stripe, he's shooting 93%. First one goes down.
Oh, yeah, you go back into the crowd.
Second and 3 is good.
For the Nets, number 13, James Harden.
Three for 3. Nice.
Good shot, good shot.
Hornets right now in possession. And too much contact.
His timing was a tad bit off.
First free throw is good.
Number 8,
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Good shot. Oh, yeah.
To Batum. Blake Griffin with the block. And that one out of bounds off the net. Batum. He's looking for that touch to Jordan. Irving. Deep left corner. Harden. Still can't buy one from distance. It's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
From the outside, no good. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Jordan, down low. DeAndre Jordan, look out. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
Batum. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you use a decoy to pass.
Billy Hernan-Gomez. Huge block. Won't go. Batum matched up with Harden. Miles Bridges slams it down.
Those are people that are able to lead men.
And it's Hell. Irving. Message received. Well done.
Scoring is definitely.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen. Sit down with.
Back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Durant. Great defense there, forcing the pickup.
Lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allow.
James Harden trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. To Miles Bridges. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. To Griffin. Irving. To Hart. 5 seconds to shoot. To Durant. The shot clock expires. Griffin sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right. Everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great. That's only going to force your players to play defense and give on.
To Durant. Irving to Harden. Who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No. James Harden, he is a...
With authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. Guys smiling when you see the...
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is false, winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Nick Batum. Deep right corner. Baseline drive. Cruises inside for 2.
I learned when I played in the league, was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point would do with it.
Get it, shoot it again.
Foul and a chance
Player, but guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Kyrie across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Off the iron. It came out. And he's fouled. Very close. James Harden at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
You see, this is why players get out here.
Durant to Jordan. Miles Bridges. Irving into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. From out there, but he misses this time. It's the Nets who are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and over now, NBA on EA Sports.
And it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a job of letting the fundamentals. Check out the lead. The Charlotte Hornets put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result. They can't let that feeling linger. The Hornets got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track. Defense.
Could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Number 2. Number.
These are games for the Charlotte Hornets. We look forward to seeing you again next time.